From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Allen. The hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6. Across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen going to keep it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On play action, Allen. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
To number 81.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Bills.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
13 yards. And the Bills' first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Allen. This ball caught by his tight end Wilson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And it is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Number 81.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bills 10. Chargers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Williams. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert just beat the play clock. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they're good again. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
That was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Allen. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
There's been a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 more yards there and another first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. He's going to get this one down to Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
Oh, come on.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Herbert. This one complete to Gafford. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Again, Herbert. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. To him again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Cook on the 1st down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry is Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air again, Herbert. It's the right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He will find his man on the outside. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 weeks.
The head coach.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
That makes the score Bills 24, Chargers 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Number 81.
12 yards is the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First down, here's the run with Cook. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that
complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Back to throw. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up. Big game.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Buffalo, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?